Sunday morning. Sunday morning. It's a wonderful Sunday morning. I hate, I'm really starting to hate the internet. I'm really starting to hate the internet. I mean, let's face it. The only time we come on this app, live or whatever, is we just argue, fuss, and fight over some ideology that's unnecessary. This is the men versus the women versus the men. It's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. If you don't know that you're still under the Willie Lynch chip, something is mentally wrong with you. But you guys have your own ideologies, and it's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. Each and every single time you come on this here and you press record, you know you're setting yourself up to fail. Each time you have to argue with a person, no matter what the title, what you put on your title. If you have to argue with another person about fairness, when you're not being fair your damn self, and you cut people off because of what they believe, right? Like, say for example, Brownsville. Brownsville is the type of man that believes that a man should be true to his word and to be true to his woman. But he brings up God. He brings up God first. God is never. How many individuals, name one besides me, name one other individual that brings up God. Name one. Other than Brownsville, other than myself, name one individual, it doesn't matter what space it is, brings up God. I'll wait. Nah, can't figure it out. Nobody. Because no one gives a damn. It's all about money. It's all about publicity. It's all about respect. It's all about views. It's all about, being the top dog. Everybody wants to reach a plateau so bad. It's pathetic. They want to reach that Kevin Samuel status. They want to reach the what's my brother's name? The lawyer. I have it on the tip of my tongue, but I can't say his name. So you want to be those top dogs. You want to be the Anton. You want to be rich like Anton Daniels. Okay. But you feel like, but there's also something. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. But there's something mentally wrong with these Negroes. Maybe it's they can't get it. They can't get a woman. I don't know, and I don't care. It's not that hard. It wasn't that hard for me. It shouldn't be that hard for you. But you don't want a woman, despite how what her feelings and her expectations. No, you don't want a woman for that. It's been proven time and time over. My girl, Trish, not my girl, my home girl, Trish, she was playing some boring but interesting shit. And I say it's boring because I watched some of that stuff before, but I didn't know that the people in Dubai, the ambassador, or the president, or whoever over there, the one who created that whole entire atmosphere, brick by brick, was an asshole. Most of them are assholes, but they wouldn't be an asshole to me. Well, I'm a brother, so, but I would be treated more fairly, right, than a woman would over there in Dubai. But anyway, she showed me a clip last night, and I was taken a back seat by how they express how they do the women over there, right? Like, they literally buy prostitute or escorts from the United States, and they don't say anything to them. They don't acknowledge them, nothing. Something similar to what motherfuckers do over here. But anyway, they clothe them, they do all this and all this, they feed them, and the next thing you know, they take them into a secret room, and with everything, with nothing but plastic and possibly a couple of couches here and there, and the men come in and they're butt naked, and they take a deuce on the girls. And I say, for what price? For what price of admission is that? So you buy these girls to fly them out there. Don't acknowledge them. Don't say hi. They're just talking to other men, and they don't even acknowledge you. And you're just sitting there drinking and wondering what the hell is going on. And the next thing you know, you're being invited to a different room where there's nothing but plastic around, and these men coming in butt naked, just this, not for any sexual attention. Because if that's sexual attention, that's the worst disgusting sexual attention that you can ever get as a woman. So you come up in there, and you I wouldn't want to go to Dubai now. But my point to all that soliloquy was, I would ask these brothers, these so-called brothers, what Brownsville would say, rim brothers. I say, what is your intention? Pretend I'm a father. Well, I am a father, but pretend I'm like I have a daughter that you would date, right? You would want to take out or whatever. What would be your intentions with my daughter? I know it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good at all. So I would tell you what, because I can tell Not just how you talk. I could tell by your look. I could tell by your. I could sense whether you're nervous. I can sense whenever you are bullshitting. I can sense all of that because my daughter is connected to me. What would be your intentions? Obviously, they wouldn't be good. They wouldn't be good at all. So why are you getting so upset at Brownsville when he calls the hypocrisy out? Why are you getting upset when Brownsville uh, says that he wants brothers to change their ways in a way that they would have the ability to get a woman to not tame, but get a woman um, to be with that woman, to take care of that woman, and to want to wed that woman. Why are you so upset that he's calling most of the bullshit out, but yet he's dangerous? Dangerous? How is he dangerous? I'm still trying to calculate in my mind how he's dangerous because of the way he speaks, because of the way he carries himself. What? Y'all don't need to be in relationships. For those who have ears, let them hear. If it don't apply, let it fly. I know with him starting off, if he has his own YouTube channel, which he doesn't, it would get the attention, but I don't think as many views. Or it would get, yeah. I know that because when I started off YouTube, I did mostly Umar content starting off. So I know if it's not about putting all the intentions on the women in a negative atmosphere, then yeah, you're not gonna get as much attention. It's because half of these motherfuckers is cowards anyway. Cowards. Joe, you're talking about the wrong person. You're talking about Sharon. I'm not talking about Sharon. I'm talking about Brownsville. Brownsville's married to a black woman. Sharon, he might be married to a white woman, and that's a bit of a violation to me because I'm Pan-African. But when it comes to telling the truth about how you should pursue a woman, it has nothing to do with skin color. It has nothing to do with skin color at all. It has everything to do with how you treat a woman, period. Period. And if you have some type of conscience, some type of sense about yourself, and you roam around and you hear um, these incel people, how they are so disrespectful, so damn disrespectful. Who is that? Who is that knucklehead with all them diapers on his rear? Who is that person? The one with the single mom album. Who is that guy? Y'all follow that? I can't take you serious. I can't take none of you serious. If you are willing to follow a guy like that with diapers all in his person and making a song about single moms, I'm starting to question, where are his parents? Where are his parents? Where's his daddy at? Do you know that there's single fathers out there too who really don't have too much of a difficult time finding a single mom to be with? So you have a single father and a single mother. Single mother and single father both together, that's a community. Oh, Joe. Joe. What makes a difference? What makes a difference now if he has a white woman or not? What makes a difference? That's kind of funny because I believe, I don't know how many kids he has. I'm not even on the kids right now. But I swore that Sharon did say that he had children by a black woman. I'm not going to put that out in the atmosphere. I'm like speculating. I'm asking. So let's just say, assuming that he did, he's been with a black woman. But I guess that's not his cup of tea. I ain't going to judge him for it. I am going to say, I'm going to wag my finger at him. I'm like, well, that's his life. But as far as Brownsville is concerned, I think Brownsville is doing the right thing. And y'all, most of you Negroes don't see that. And it's very, very sad, and it's very, very sick. These men on YouTube have shown how disrespectful and dishonored. They have no honor. That's the point. They have no honor. Because they're radicalized. They have been radicalized because they feel like they're so hurt. They're so hurt deep inside because, they don't get a towel. I'll find a fucking teddy bear and fuck it for all I care. Go listen. I have an idea for you crybaby ass niggas out there. Go find a doll. Go to Priscilla's or whatever sex store that's in your location, right? Go get a dildo. Put a strap on around the teddy bear. And fuck it. I don't know. I don't know. A pocket pussy or whatever they call. I don't know. Strap it around the teddy bear, act like it's a lady, and or get a blow up doll. Fatty even say he had a blow up doll. Get a fucking blow up doll and fuck it. I don't know. I don't care. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting real tired of this shit. I just explained to you, and I just said to you that there were people in Dubai. The Grand Minister, or whoever they call them up there, sends girls from America, right, over to Dubai, has them sign some type of contract or some disclosure or whatever. Before you get on that plane, you must sign these papers, right? They get them over there. They feed them, clothe them, don't say anything, don't even acknowledge them, don't even look their way. And then a woman takes them to a location, another facility, and by the way, the place is nice, the place is beautiful, blah 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 blah. Takes them over there, and there's plastic all over the floor, and the men come in and they do their thing, right? Very disgusting. So when I look at that, and I also heard other disgusting rumors, it's not just the women that they bring over there. Just imagine what they do with their wives. Just imagine what they do with their wives as well as their daughters. I'll say it again. Just imagine what those people over there do with their wives as well as their daughters. Think about that. And you want to emulate that same behavior? Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all are pathetic. Y'all are fucking pathetic. That shit. I reckon that he has adult daughters. I reckon. You know, Frederick Bailey, aka Frederick Douglass, had a beautiful black queen for 52 years until she passed away. And then he was so old, he ended up with a white one. Not shocked. I mean, Dr. Umar, he feels what he feels, but I mean, I guess you Negroes need to do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. Oh, when I said something about the dildo, about the pocket pussy and the dildos and whatever else people drop off. Oh boy. But a nigga damn near dancing his pants off with diapers in his hand. And you follow that nigga. Or worse yet, you follow a nigga who complains and deflects and disrespects black women off key, but comes on other men's platforms to try to get some sympathy. Boy. We were never allowed any of these types of men to be with our daughters. Thank God she's already married. M. Mills, I'll say this. I would not blame them. I would not blame you or anybody else if you were to do what God would do if a person would blaspheme God, and turn away from God. I wouldn't mind it if y'all turned away from him. I would not blame it. I would not blame it at all. Because a lesson needs to be taught. A lesson needs to be taught. A lesson needs to be taught. I'm the valuable one. I'm the valuable one. Are you? We don't get any acknowledgement. Oh, really? Father's Day is coming up and we don't get no respect. Shut up. My wife is gonna take me out to dinner. That's how much. That's how much I appreciate. Okay, for Father's Day, my wife is taking me out to eat, so I'm getting more than just a big piece of chicken. And if you want something quick, that's that's the key thing nowadays. We want quick. We want the quick shit. We want the quick and easy fix. It's just like crack. We want the quick and easy fix. It's not always easy. This is what happened when you live in Las Vegas. And that's what happens. When you live about 20 miles away from the airport, that's what happens. But anyway, I would not be shocked. I would not be surprised. And I said what I said yesterday. I am with Brownsville 1,000%. You can go back and you tell them that. And you go back and you tell Sharon that too. I am by the. If we can have the conversation, oh good Lord. Since I was told that I birthed oh my God, I birthed these dudes. Man, oh man. Motherfuckers, man. I birthed Brownsville and Sharons and the Sharons of the world. I'm a grown ass man, dog. Hurtless truth, man. You my brother and everything, but you funny. You are funny. You are very, very funny. And when I see you in Nightish's live, I'm gonna tell you, you funny, dog. You funny. How them four? Excuse me. It was two. It was two then, but now it's four. How are them four ladies working out for you, you ugly motherfucker? How are them ladies working out for you so far? How much did you pay them? Yeah, I love him. I love him like a brother, but let's keep it a bean. How much you pay for him? Come on now. I wouldn't be surprised if he went the other route. You know, pegging is a thing. You know. I'm just saying. If he's getting pegged, I don't know. What you need 4 girls for? I need 4. I have 4 girls and they do absolutely everything that I say. How much did you pay them? Because ain't no real woman in their right mind is going to be with your crazy ass and you saying the things that you say and it all comes to fruition. In what world, nigga? In what world? I want you to think in your mind what you trying to tell me. What is it? Is it really real? Come on now. Stop talking out the side of your ass. Come on, nigga. You are actually trying to find a suitable person. Let's keep it real. Now, 2, I think you're gonna have If you have two and you got a headache with one, what makes you think that the other one's going to be suitable? Just think. This ain't the Eastern civilization. This ain't the Eastern world. This is the West. I could see if you were over on the east side, in those countries over there, I had no problem with that because that's what they practice over there. Over here, it's a little bit different, bruh. You're trying to bring the East all the way to the West, and it's illegal. Illegal. Truth, truth, truth. Yes, I am with Brownsville 100%. 100%. 1000%. And what he's doing, he's trying to bring awareness. Richard Pryor, of course. That's easy. Because Richard Pryor, along with other comedians from back then, birthed comedy. Richard Pryor was the king in his own right. Eddie Murphy, definitely respect him. Especially Delirious. I love Delirious. Raw was the box office hit, but Delirious took me back. He took me back. Especially when he imitated his father. Gus, may I ask you a question, Gus? Why is the fire so big? Why is the fire so big? It's a motherfucking ridiculous, Gus. The fire is too motherfucking big. Why? You come here every motherfucking year, Gus, and you blow up my motherfucking backyard. I'm drunk, Leo. So what? I'm drunk. Yes, I'm drunk. And you know what? Beautiful. This is my house. You know what it is? And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. That was a shit, boy. That was a shit. I still play his I still have his tapes. I don't know why. Ain't no tape. You got to go to a prom shop to get like a tape / boom box. Hell, I still got the Purple Rain tape. What do they call them things? Yeah, the VCR. I still got the VCR tapes of Purple Rain. It's not that they're not funny. It's the material. They can certain comedians can find certain things to talk about, and the material has to be right there. I mean, Eddie Griffith, he's still funny. Eddie Griffith's still funny. Kevin Hart, he has a thing of his own. But this is the reason why they don't do big giant crowds anymore. Dave Chappelle can gather up as many as 100 or many as like, I don't know, 2,000, and people will still buy his tickets and to go see him. Chris Rock, not so much. Chris Rock actually has to write the material. He has to fact check. But that That thing that he did, the last 10 minutes, was classic Cole. When he got slapped by Will Smith, and Will Smith, I'm surprised at him. I think he came to Vegas and he popped up out of the movie theaters and people were cheering him on and all this and all this. Nowadays, not me. Not me. You know what would be real wild, real classical? Do like them dudes did on Wildin' Out. Right? Just be on the stage together. Now that would bring money. Being on the same stage together, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, that would bring money. That would be a one-time deal of everybody coming together and like, you know what I'm saying? But overall, you're right. There ain't too many funny people. White people try to be too goddamn funny. And I'm like, whatever. But like I say, going back to what Brownsville is talking about. Brownsville, if you get this message, I am with thee 1,000%. However, this is going to be a slippery slope rock to climb because people are going to continue to challenge you. They're going to try to humiliate you, which really isn't nothing. They're going to try to get you off of your square, which I know it doesn't bother you. However, don't be surprised if they send that one nigga, right? Do not be surprised if they send that one cat to test you out. Black Men Unfiltered tried that bullshit. I know that because he tried to do that bullshit with me. Trust me, I know. He's like, what if? They're going to try that with you. And all I'm going to say is stand on your square. You see, when I started talking, when I started telling people the truth in their wicked ways, they usually drop off. But if I myself, which I would never do, is saying that black women are the least desirable women. Black women are the least desirable women on the planet. What fool would say some stupid shit like that? It's actual facts. It's facts. No, it isn't. Because if that's the case, why would all these white men, now black men, would pick these women to grape them? If they're the least desirable, why would they do that? No matter if you're dating them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the scenario. If they're not the least desirable, then why are they being abused? Why are they being handpicked to be abused? Some of these Negroes are no different than Leopold. Captain Leopold. And if you don't know who Captain Leopold, I might butcher the dude's name, but who cares? If you don't know who Captain Leopold is, look him up. Look him up. Or should I say Adolf Hitler? None of these dudes ain't no different from Adolf Hitler. That's crazy. And people are gonna people do this to me all the time. Man, we know how you get down. Man, you pay for pussy. And if I did, so what? At least I know how to treat a woman, prostitute or not. And what? Why, that's not gonna bother me. come a little bit better than that. You spent 12 grand. You spent 12 grand on a bitch. Yeah, I spent 12 grand on the bitch. And your point, it's my money. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. And guess what? It was so sweet and so nice and so inviting. But guess what? It's all over, right? and, and guess who still owes me money? So keep coming. I'm having fun with it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway. Allegedly, by the way. Allegedly. What does allegedly mean anyway? Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Do smoke and crack, but it's all to the good. She will be mine. She will be mine. I took the woman on a layaway. I fucked her that night, but that bitch can't stay. I'm just y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas is crazy. Change from your wicked ways. Turn from your wicked ways. Turn from your wickety, wackety ways. And you too can have that experience of love. You too can have that experience of what's the word I'm looking for? Not transparency. What is the word that I'm looking for? What is the word that I'm looking for? You too can be pampered by a woman. You can experience all that is desired. And if you can treat her right and have the courage of your conviction, nowadays, women don't trust you. And I know why. I don't have that problem. A woman can look at me and tell I'm good. And I can be with that woman for an eternity. And that hurts. Most of you don't want a woman long term. You don't want a woman long term. You don't. You want a woman specifically for your needs, and then move on to the next one, and to the next one, and to the next one, and to the next one, until you get caught. There's so much more to deal with. There's so much more to to this no this hypocrisy going on. There's just so much more to talk about. We are in the same position as we were 100 years ago, 90 years ago, 80 years ago, 70 years ago, 60 years ago, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, up until now. We are in the same spot economically. And your only gripe, your only issue is a woman? Mm, mm, mm.